Hello, I'm Dan Genovese, director here at EnerCom, and I'm joined today by Jeff Williams. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Exum Instruments, and Exum will be joining us at the Energy Venture Investment Summit on Wednesday, the 16th of February, and Thursday, February 17th, 9:30 a.m. They'll be giving a presentation about their customer. Jeff, welcome. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We're really excited for the event again. We had a great time last year and really grateful to be a part of it again.
Yeah, I'm really excited about your story and about what Exum Instruments is doing. For those viewers that aren't as familiar with you or have no familiarity, why don't you give them an overview of what Exum Instruments has done and your technology?
Yeah, so we have created a new scientific instrument that can analyze anything solid. So you can think about this from metals for the additive manufacturing industry or metals that are corroding in a pipeline in the oil and gas world. If it's a solid sample, we can analyze it on a very quantitative scale. So we can tell you the entire periodic table to very low levels and tell you exactly how much is in there. And our entire goal here is to enable Industry 4.0. So all of these new advanced materials that are coming onto the market in every market sector, we want to make sure that the quality control is there and it's actually enabling the world that they're supposed to.
Yeah, and these materials cover the whole scope of traditional oil and gas. You mentioned kind of pipeline materials, all the way through maybe some of the wind, solar, battery solids that are being used to manufacture the transitional energy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's a really largely underserved market right now. Solid sample analysis, if you were, let's say, solar manufacturer company A, and you wanted to make sure that your photovoltaic cell is exactly how you spec'd it out. In order to do that whole periodic tables worth of analysis, you're going to send that out. It's going to go to 3 separate instruments. It's going to take 3 to 4 weeks at best and cost you thousands of dollars for that analysis. Instead, what we offer now is taking that same photovoltaic cell, and instead of 3 to 4 weeks, we can do that in 3 to 4 minutes on one machine and the entire periodic table quantitatively.
Yeah, so you guys, the advantage, as I understand it, is not only that speed, but also the size of the equipment and the cost of the equipment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, instead of having instruments that take up half a room and having 3 separate ones, like I mentioned before, to do the whole periodic table, this is a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot box with a touchscreen interface. We really adopted that user interface experience from a smartphone and said, you don't need to be an analytical chemist anymore. Let us be the analytical chemist. You put your rock in there, you put your metal in there, choose the spot you want to analyze, press go, here's your data. That's our entire goal. And we're able to do this at a fraction of the cost as well. We've really focused on that experience and delivering on the numbers and the data that our customers need. And that's the real value here, is just making sure that they get the QC, they get the R&D efforts done faster and easier and cheaper than sending it out to a lab, waiting for 3 to 4 weeks, and slowing down not only their delivery of product, but also their R&D and staying ahead of the market.
Yeah, very disruptive. Let's talk a little bit about reliability and then service and support that Exum provides with this equipment.
Yeah, our entire thesis around the design, the mechanical design of the instrument, I came from the analytical chemistry world. I worked at the national lab, got to use the whole gamut of the instruments, and pretty much every 2 weeks you planned on an instrument going down. A larger company sent out a service technician in maybe a month or so, and maybe they fixed it in 3 months if you're lucky. Instead, we designed the entire instrument around modularity and remote diagnostics. So if something goes wrong with our instrument, we can remotely diagnose it. The entire module that might be affected can be replaced with under 7 bolts. A service engineer can have you up and running the same day that they're out there. So we really want reliability and uptime so that you are spending more time getting your data and less time fighting the machine or fighting your data.
Yeah, that's incredible. We talk a lot about disruptive technology, and that's a lot about what this conference is. And out of all the presenting companies, you have dramatically changed the market. Who's the customer? If you were to define your entrance into the market, who are those customers that you're targeting right now? And whoever's watching the video, attendees at the conference, who should be picking up the phone right now and calling you guys to learn more about your technology?
No, it's obviously, market dependent. Like as you've touched on, this is a really disruptive technology, and I appreciate that. And as such, we have a lot of different areas that we are focusing on. But I like to just use the example of additive manufacturing. That's one that we're really focused on right now. We're really enabling the people that are doing the QA, the QC, the R&D. When, for example, one of our customers, whenever they need to ship out powder to one of their customers, they have to get this powder spec. How much chromium, how much iron, how much nickel, all the way down to parts per million level. So they have to send it out, wait 4 weeks before they can deliver their product. So anytime where we can shorten that gap between you wondering, is your process working? Is your R&D efforts moving in the direction that you want them to? Let the mass box come in there and simplify that entire process, shorten that timeline, and make sure that you're getting product out the door faster, and you're increasing the speed to new products as well.
Yeah, listen, the more compact size, the cost advantage, the speed advantage, the reliability and diagnostics ability certainly sounds like an incredible system. I want to encourage everybody to come to the Energy Venture Investment Summit, meet with Jeff and his team, find out more about it. I think there's a lot of companies out there that can, apply this and get it into their workflow immediately. Jeff will be presenting again at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time on Thursday, February 17th. Above this video will be a publisher's note, including my email address. So if you want to talk to Jeff and his team prior to the conference, just reach out and send me an email. Would love to put you in touch with them. Jeff, thanks for joining us today. We look forward to your presentation and learning more about Exum Instruments at the Energy Venture Investment Summit.
Yeah, really looking forward to it, and looking forward to all the great conversations, both on the customer and investment side as well. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Cheers.